General Museveni, I want to pose a question to you. What's happening in Karamajongo? Is that the freedom you fight for? A freedom of hunger in Karamoja and the other parts of the country? A freedom of no proper education? A freedom of unemployment among the youths, the graduates? A freedom of modern slavery? A freedom of land grabbing in the central region? A freedom of no access to medical treatment? Is that you fight for? Is that you fought for? Is that freedom did our Andrew Petro Kaira die for? Is that freedom did more than 500,000 Ugandans die for? Is that the freedom did Elia Kategaya and other comrades die for? What type of freedom is that? A freedom of no proper education? A freedom of poverty? A freedom of land grabbing? A freedom of no access to internet? A freedom of press censorship? Is that you fought for a country? What type of freedom did our country spend 5 years in a turmoil? Is that the freedom you taught during the Bush War? Is that the freedom you slept in trenches? What type of freedom is that? The freedom of arresting the opponents, political opponents. A freedom of killing the civilians with guns. A freedom of censoring social media during elections. A freedom of election bribery. Is that the freedom you fought for? Is that the freedom you treat? Is that the freedom you always go around the country teaching people? Is that the freedom you fought for? Is that the reason why you are calling yourself a liberator? A freedom fighter? A freedom of hunger? Freedom of poverty? Freedom of oppression?